Alright folks, the deck is Galakrond Warrior. The goal of the deck is to use strong early game minions to apply pressure, get to the mid game where we have cards like Conditioning and Scion of Ruin to fight for the board if we get behind, and then close things out with either Galakrond the Unbreakable or Saurfang to bring back our Stonemaul Anchorman. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You can catch me live at twitch.tv/Roffle.
Watch this!
Come, embrace the chaos.
Well, we've got Galakrond online, or close to it. Alright, that should be online by turn 5. Which means if I hit Conditioning, this will be big on turn 5. Yep, I can kill that with the X.
I will not be denied.
Next turn, I just swing somewhere and play the first mate. Best draw would be Alexstrasza's Champion alongside it. Doesn't develop a whole lot, so it's probably okay. Awaken is tempting, but
I will not be denied.
I think that gets better later. I'd rather just pull patches before it's too late. And I've got this into either this or this on turn 5. This is pretty good on turn 6 as well. This also gets me the complete Galakrond, so I've got Galakrond fully upgraded in hand. Scargill? Alright then.
I will not be denied.
It's good that they coined that out so that they could get it in play even faster. They actually coined the worst card in their deck? Yeah, they must not have much of a hand. To be fair, it's the worst card in anyone's deck. Anchorman's probably better later.
I will not be denied.
Okay. It's actually a pretty good Awaken. Don't play a Tiny Fin, I don't want to have to murder it, thank you. Awaken Scion. I think they have... I think they have Flurgle in hand. That's why they considered playing the Tiny Fin and then held back. I think they have Flurgle, Tiny Fin, which they probably clear this board. But can deal with that at least.
Breaking story.
It's not bad. My curve is kind of awkward, and I would have liked to have gotten this down, but I can't leave the Flurgle on the board. Right? My turn might need to involve the Maniac, just so that I get multiple attackers. Fortunately, this does leave one Murloc on the board. Could also go here and just assume that I hit something worthwhile. What would I even hit? No. I think it has to be this, and I just float mana. So I'm gonna float mana regardless. Next turn, I should be able to take that out with this bump and this, and then I hero power or weapon into the remaining Murloc. That changes things, so might force out the that order seems suspicious. or a little off. Maybe not necessarily suspicious, because it's good for me.
Wretched story. Slash. Ultimate Potem.
I'm not too young to fight!
Okay. I don't think I die here, right? It's 3, 5, 6. Everything is 4 more, 10. Yeah, we should be fine. I also probably want to take this Rokara off the board. Okay. Corrected their earlier mistake, at least. Oof.
You are too late. His return is nigh.
I shouldn't die here, and I just want to get this online next turn, and then be able to conditioning behind it. There's no reason to punch here, but like also holding the weapon doesn't do anything, so. If I hit Scion of Ruin, it's honestly probably just GG, right? Well, okay.
Who knows what secrets will uncover?
I am unbreakable. I am unstoppable.
So I would have had lethal with the the deckhand, but this is much more fun.
Annihilation.
5. I probably do want to take one of the Murlocs off the board, right?
The weak.
Because I have lethal set up for next turn regardless. I just want to avoid dying myself. Good top deck. I honestly think the Brann was a bait. It would have been a better play not to hit the Brann, but like the Brann was more fun, so I did it. I've just got 12 from these. 18. Uh-oh. Okay, it's not gonna do it.
I have too many cards.
I mean, we're just
Out of cards.
joeing lethal.
For the life binder! For the life binder! For the dragon! For the dragon queen!
Easy. I just need a strong early game. Probably want to coin this out to... Oh, alright, perfect. You're on patches today.
Gotta lead the charge?
Is Reno Priest a better matchup? Yeah, almost certainly. Because I can generate a lot of burst. What I can't do is get through large taunt minions. Good Rokara. Hopefully they don't have a Penance or a Holy Smite. Rokara is such a good card. Maybe in the best in this expansion? Flurgle's in this expansion. I don't know. There are a lot of good cards from Forged in the Barrens. Okay. No Holy Smite, please. Nice.
I will not be denied.
It's a good hit. And, like, this should also make the Rokara difficult to kill with, like, a Mass Hysteria or even a regular Hysteria. Pick one. Flurgle, Rokara, Mutanus, the 3-mana Shaman card draw. 3-mana Shaman draw card. I mean, Mutanus isn't even in the same conversation as those cards, though. At least not in Wild.
I will not be denied.
pretty good. Because I don't necessarily want to just like rip the Awakens when it blows up my board. Like I feel like Samaros, I mean, even though Hand Buff Paladin has fallen off quite a lot, is worth being in that conversation. Fine. 6, not quite enough still.
I will act as your scapegoat.
I will not be denied.
Learn to play.
Getting there. What do you think about LPG Mage? It's pretty good into the right matchups. Is Tax Pally still viable? Wonder what happened to that deck. For some reason, people stopped playing it after it got nerfed, but it's still a very good deck. Interesting, the opponent's running Devouring Plague. I wonder how well that scales with the Vargoth. I mean, the opponent's mega dead here just with the minions on board, but
His will be done.
I think that's the first time I've seen Devouring Plague in this deck. It might be worth a consideration. Conviction? Yeah, Conviction is maybe. Ancharrr is just good. I want to find a 1-drop pirate to go alongside it. That one works.
None will survive.
Should be able to get ahead here.
Someone's gotta lead the charge.
It may actually give me a reason to hold the Ancharrr. How'd you get the green screen so smooth? Proper lighting. People obsess a lot over equipment when it comes to streaming, but the most important things are often how you use the equipment, like proximity to your face with a microphone and lighting when it comes to a camera. Aura seems okay.
I will not be denied.
Just don't want to let the battle friend get out of control here. They play another battle friend or a lowly squire, I can just use the Rokara. Or I can just Ancharrr and then I have Deckhand Rokara as the follow-up. Maybe that's better. They lose a single weapon charge, but this game isn't going long enough for that to likely be relevant, especially with that draw. Alright, we're probably not going to keep our Rokara for very long, but I guess that's just going to have to be okay. Aha!
I am not always perfect, but often. I will not be denied.
Alright, well, I did an upsie there, so I'm going to change my play. Honestly, in hindsight, this looks like it might actually end up being better because I get more minions on board for Rokara. It was definitely not the play I wanted to make. I wanted to play the Rokara to make this go to a 3-2, but this actually does seem better in hindsight.
My eyes for vengeance.
This is still fine. Just go here. I do need to start thinking about my life total though. With the Rokara, I probably just have to take the damage though, because I want these on board to scale up. If you had to choose between #1 Legend or an extremely fun deck, which one would you pick? Well, I mean, I used to hit #1 Legend. Now I play fun deck, so like the second one.
Lost forever.
Was there strange cards to run an odd demoner, or is it just me? Might be like an odd package. This isn't great, but I do need to get the Galakrond going, and I don't have much of an alternative other than Rokara plus unbuffed Scion. I think I like. It's a little bit better. Reduce the damage I take here.
I will not be denied.
I think I have better late game than this deck. I just realized they might be running the 7-drop though, but still. Next turn I have this and this into Rokara, so that's pretty good. You think tradable effect will be viable or often used? It depends on how good the, like, most mechanics aren't inherently weak or strong. It depends on the cards that are included within them that determine their viability, usually. But I would expect them to be. On paper, it seems like a strong mechanic. But we've seen a small number of them so far. Wait, this is active? This is still probably better though, right? Divine Shield is the worst one for me right now. So, I'm just gonna pretend like it isn't there.
How's the weather down there? Vile folly!
Oh, they hit Baku.
How's the weather down there? Vile
Oh! Double whoopsie. That is a very good draw. I think we can expect something moderately large coming down this turn, so probably just want to shove face. How did you hit #1 legend? I played a good deck and won a lot of games. Odd Paladin? No, it was a long time ago. Odd Paladin didn't exist at the time.
Great. But I do not like the fire.
I'm tempted to keep this just to get my Alexstrasza's champions online, but I think that's probably a bit greedy when I don't have the Alexstrasza's champion. If I had one, if either of these two were an Alexstrasza's champion, it'd be a full keep. Even Hunter?
We have turned our curse into our strength.
I think I just want to get patches out of my deck so that I can get to the Ancharrr faster. I'm going to start pushing face immediately. Because I have so many weapon swings to account for. If they coin a 2-drop, I probably have to just kill it. Huh. I mean, if this is explosive, this is probably the worst it's going to be, right? Yeah, that's fine. Sure. I mean, if they're going to be on the back foot, I think that's to my advantage. Maybe I could have even gone here and here, but next turn going a Maniac into attack a minion should be pretty good.
I'll show them. I'll show them all.
Maniac's kind of wasteful now. So these minions are going to look to trade into their minions. Ooh, Flanking Strike. Okay. I'm just gonna shove face here. Yep. Looks like that might be a cat trick. Or pressure plate.
Target acquired.
Fine. We can go. Oh, I haven't actually done any Galakrond work yet, so probably need to go here and here, which means bumping into that. Which could also mean pack tactics No, I've already tested for that. Why didn't you run any board wipes like Brawl? Because it's an aggressive mid-range deck. Board wipes are anti-synergistic with what we're trying to accomplish. Deck go face. Is the real answer to that. Potentially procs the cat, but it adds a lot of stats to the board, doesn't it? I can go here, 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 here. Punch face. Let's punch face first for a second explosive. It's not even cat, so it's pressure plate. And maybe snipe.
Someone's gotta lead the charge.
It's rat. I think I just ignore the rat. I don't see any benefit to fine. KNS, thank you for the sub. Appreciate that support. Like if they just trade over one of the 5 attack minions, I can just Saurfang and that should clear. So it's pressure plate. Just go face. This is a disgusting Saurfang. Does Galakrond fit in this deck? No, there are already 30 cards. And they're much better cards than Galakrond Elite. I don't have a whole lot on turn 2, so I think I keep the Ritual Chopper, and I just like having Rokara because she's the best. I would rather play the Alexstrasza's Champion with charge, so that I have another Rokara target. But
Shall burn during the fire festival.
yeah. Or if I just throw this at the opponent's face, and then that way I have the Town Crier do attack and do with the Rokara next turn. This also gets their Battle Rage online, so pretty good. Nice. Seems ideal. What? Okay, I was gonna say, attacking this seems kind of suspect. But got ourselves a 4/4. Next turn I have this and this. Sure. Okay. So maybe they're setting up. The consideration was to set up the coerce. Just need one more invoke now.
I will not be denied.
All cards are playable off the top except for 2. So as long as I don't hit one of those 2 cards, I don't have to like worry too much about this. Is this Reno Warrior? Okay. It's not a great top deck, but it pulls patches, so it's kind of like it draws a card. Seems fairly important here. Just gonna bash face in case I hit another weapon off the top. Kronx draws me a card but doesn't accomplish much into this board. EC, thank you for the 38 months. Hello to you as well. Thank you for that support. Dear God. Well, it's not Reno. It's a death rattle. I'm just gonna bash in here and then hope that they take this trade. This deck better than regular Pirate Warrior? No, probably not. Most decks aren't. Few decks are. It's another way of saying that same thing. Alright. If I can get one more Invoke, we're all set for the Garlic run. If the opponent would stop clearing my board. Devoted Maniac. I've got 2 of them. It's not bad either because it prepares for the Saurfang. Oh god. Oh, their new Zoth is going to be so good, isn't it? It's only 2 things. So maybe not that good just yet. They might have a Mutanus though, so... Huh. Nice. Just gonna take this off the board because killing that doesn't really accomplish a whole lot. Oh wait, I won't have enough attack, will I? Oof. This is an unfortunate set of draws. Alright. Just gonna work my way through these the hard way, I suppose. Hey, B. I do have Brann Saurfang, right? That's not bad. Maybe that can help me. Obviously not until I get these down, but... Okay. Bit of whoopsie. The worst part is this leaves the deckhand on the board to get crush value.
What now?
This is fine. I think I should probably make these 8/8s. Maybe actually only make one 8/8 because of Brawl. I need to do a lot of damage fast because I only have 5 cards left. Machiavellium. Thank you for the 5 months. Roffle rules. I appreciate the confidence in me. Like, is Brann Saurfang gonna kill me? What if I do... How big is this, too?
Who knows what secrets will uncover?
Pretty good. Okay, that's not an Azah. Jake would kill you with the Brann Saurfang? Yes, that's why I didn't play the Brann Saurfang. Oof, okay. Oh my god, that deckhand play was almost a disaster. Thank you to legendary patrons Brian Wynn, Fizzle Jizzix, Jeffrey Pierce, Justice Crater, Horback, Noggleshire, St. Arthur, Shadow1 TV, Sognisman, and Vanfix.